Today we are going to continue the lesson in Rhino Land as part 2. Okay, section 2. We'll start in this video. As I told you in our previous video in part 1, this Rhino Land is a lesson which is a factual piece. What do you mean by factual piece, children? A story based on facts. Truth. Okay, and what is the message given in this lesson? Hunting is cruel, harms environment, and we must protect flora and fauna. What do you mean by flora and fauna? Different species of animals and plants. Now, in part 2 of this lesson, the main characters are Adil, Samir. So part 2 is in the form of a letter written by Adil to Samir about his visit, about Adil's visit to Kaziranga National Park. So what and all he saw there, he wrote his experiences in that letter. And these are the important words in section 2. When we read, we will come across these words. Vulnerable means animals becoming extinct. Ancient looking means old fashioned. Preet means celebration. KMPH means kilometers. Organized means arranged. Amazing, causing great surprise. Endangered means seriously at the risk of extinction. National, natural habitat. Natural habitat means environmental area. Okay, these are the important words which we will come across when we read the lesson. And now, in the first video, we saw what grammatical knowledge this lesson gives us. So, I told you, I explained to you all these 4 which are called as determiners in English language, in English grammar. Okay, let's start part 2 of the lesson in Rhino Land. Section 2. So, these are the animals which the rhino says about in section 1. In section 1, the rhino speaks about Dalmatian, pelican, Tulloch gibbon, the monkey, an ape, and black-bellied tern, this bird, and it speaks about these animals in section 1. But in section 2, which we are going to see in this video, is about a letter which is written by Adil to his friend Samir about his experiences in Kaziranga National Park. So, let us start section 2. Dear Samir, what a treat I had this winter. Mom and Dad organized a trip to Kaziranga National Park in Assam, and I saw the most amazing wildlife. Deer, sambar, elephants, water buffalo, and a rock python, and even the famous greater one-horned rhinoceros. So he is telling to his friend through a letter that he saw different varieties of animals there, animals and birds. What are all animals he saw in that park? Deer, sambar. Sambar is a type of a deer. Okay, and elephants, water buffalo, a rock python. Okay, and even the famous animal which is famous in that park is the one-horned rhinoceros. It was an ancient-looking, majestic creature weighing over 1600 kilograms and was taller than Dad. So he might have seen two rhino rhinoceros is moving, wandering in the park. And the younger one is taller than its dad, it seems. Adil says that the younger one is taller than its dad, and it is for about 1600 kilograms weight. Okay, it is heavy, it is too heavy. I was amazed by its thick brown folded skin and its single horn. So Adil is describing the features of rhino, one horn rhino. How it is? Its skin is thick and brown, okay, and it is folded, and it has a single rhino on its head. I felt as if I had walked into a film set of some prehistoric era movie. So what do you mean by prehistoric, children? Like as if ancient, where when kings and queens lived, okay, and they lived in a big palace, and surrounding the palace there are variety of plants and animals lived there in ancient period. Okay, he says that I thought that when I entered Kaziranga National Park, I felt as if I entered a prehistoric era, prehistoric environment. In fact, we spotted a mother rhinoceros with her calf. And soon the two entered the river nearby and began swimming with wild abandon. Okay, so what happened? So he saw in section 1 we saw no mother rhino and rhina. So Adil saw those two wandering in the park, and those two went into Brahmaputra water and they started swimming. So who saw these two, the mother rhino and rhina? Adil saw them, and he felt very happy. And what do you mean by with wild abandon, children? Without caring about anything. So with wild abandon means without caring about anything. It was a warm day, and I learned that rhinos spend most of the day lying in pools and rivers. Okay, so rhinos spend most of their time in water. The tour guide informed us that they are excellent swimmers and can even run very fast, up to 55 km per hour. So they are fast swimmers. The rhinoceros are fast swimmers. They can swim in an hour, they can swim 55 kilometers in an hour. Okay, they are very fast swimmers, and they like being in water. That is faster than our jeep was going. The rhinos also kept making sounds, and the guide told us that this was a bleat and that was a squeak. Okay, so the rhinos make different noises. Okay, we say that in some animals they make some noises. Okay, so different animals make different sounds, but the rhinos can make different sounds. Okay, sometimes they bleat, sometimes they roar, sometimes they grunt, sometimes they squeak. Okay, he stressed that rhinos are very vocal and make at least 10 different sounds for different emotions, but I have to say that all the sounds they made seemed much the same to me. So what did the guide say to Adil and his family? That these rhinos can make different sounds for different emotions. But when Adil heard those sounds, it seemed to him that those all sounds are similar in similar in pronunciation. I hope you will be able to see this fascinating creature sometime soon. So he is telling to his friend Samir that you can also visit that Kaziranga Park, and you can also see that fascinating creature. What do you mean by fascinating, children? Interesting creature. What is the interesting creature in that park? One-horned rhino. Okay, so he is telling to his friend that you can also visit this park and you can see this interesting, fascinating creature. The greatest one-horned rhinoceros is listed as a vulnerable species because of excessive hunting and poaching. So, people are saying that because of excessive they are excessively hunting this rhino for its horn. Okay, and he is saying that because of excessive hunting and poaching, these rhinoceros are becoming extinct. So the government has taken steps to protect them. So fortunately, national parks such as Kaziranga ensure that the endangered and vulnerable animals have a safe and natural habitat. This particular park spreads over more than 400 square kilometers, and naturally we could not see the entire place. Mom explained that it has been declared as World Heritage Site by UNESCO. What is the full form of UNESCO, children? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Okay, so this park is declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO because it is spread for about 400 square kilometers. I later read that in 1904, so Adil is gathering more information about Kaziranga National Park. What he says, once when he read a book, he came to know that Mary Curzon, the wife of George Curzon, who was the Viceroy of India, at the time wanted to see the rhinoceros. Okay, in 1904, Mary Curzon, the wife of George Curzon, wanted to see rhinoceros, but she was not able to see them because they were becoming extinct because of excessive hunting. So she requested her husband George Curzon to build a place where rhinoceros can be kept safe. So she couldn't spot a single one. She had then persuaded her husband to ensure that the wildlife is protected. Thanks to all these efforts, the park now has the world's largest population of one-horned rhinoceroses. We spotted our first ones within an hour drive. So when Adil went along with his family around the park, he saw one rhinoceros within an hour. It seems strange to be back now in this concrete jungle after taking all the sights and sounds of wildlife in the park. So he feels strange. What do you mean by strange, children? Unknown, unusual. So when he came back to the city where there are a lot of buildings, concrete buildings, congested, traffic, when he sees this, he feels, why did he come back here? He longed to stay there in that wildlife park. I wanted to go there again soon, maybe to a different part of the park. And maybe you can join us next time. So what Adil is telling to his friend, I want to go and visit that park. Sometime maybe next year. You can join us in our next trip. Okay. And yours affectionately, Adil. So this is in a letter. Section 2 is in a letter form written by Adil to his friend Samir, telling about his experiences, what and all he saw in Kaziranga National Park. Have you understood this lesson, children? Thank you.